Melbourne needs no introduction. It's one of the heavyweight names in the Southern Hemisphere. It's one of the most culturally diverse cities with an emphasis on being a modern one, all while embracing its colonial past. The city has a population of 5 million residents, attracting people who prefer a moderate climate. And naturally, being such a favorable city, things may get pricey. It may not be at the same level as seen in other big names like London, New York, and San Francisco, but Melbourne can still pack a pretty hefty punch to your wallet. So in this video, let's check out some of the biggest budget-friendly attractions in the city. There's a lot to unpack in this episode, so make sure to stay to the very end. Let's start with my accommodation. During this visit, I'm staying in a Sheraton, conveniently located in the east side of downtown. The Sheraton brand is in the middle of modernizing itself across the globe, putting that old and tired look behind. This particular Sheraton is a Category 5 hotel under the Marriott's portfolio, requiring only 30,000 to 40,000 points for a night stay. With so many credit cards promotions going on lately, you could easily redeem a night or two here. And if you are a platinum or higher elite status like myself, you'll be treated with free breakfast and a room upgrade when available. And in this stay, I got exactly that, a one-bedroom corner suite. Part of being Marriott's elite, you also get to enjoy a complimentary drink in the rooftop bar, which looks amazing. Just watch out for happy hour, it's gonna get crowded fast here. Our first stop is the State Library Victoria, Australia's oldest and busiest library, established in 1854. It houses over 2 million books. But what excites visitors the most is the sheer size of the main reading area, named the Dome. Get up to level 6 and have a better view of this amazing structure. There are also exhibits displayed on every level to learn more about the history of both the library and Australia. Speaking of architectural marvel, one cannot miss out the St. Pauls Cathedral, located in the center of downtown, completed in 1891. This neo-Gothic inspired cathedral houses the Metropolitan Archbishop of the province of Victoria. The contrasting stripes you see on the pillars and the walls is the result of using different limestones and bluestones found in Australia, giving the interior such a unique look. Just around the corner is the Block Arcade, a 19th century retail corridor. With the glass roof and the mosaic tile floor, you are instantly brought back to the Victorian era and get to experience what opulence feels like during that time. For something equally as tasteful but different in style, come to Hosie Lane, the most celebrated and possibly the most well-known attraction in Melbourne, a walkway full of intriguing street arts. It often features street arts that are relevant to contemporary issues and politics, as well as drawings of cultural significance. It has attracted many well-known artists over the years since 1998 to help putting this lane to life. The paintings usually stay for only a few months before making room for new creations, so you are guaranteed to see something new every time you visit here. Right across the road is the most famous landmark of the city, Federation Square, where entertainment, culture, and art intertwine. It also has tons of outdoor meeting spaces for events. Besides cafes and restaurants, there are also few museums with free admissions, such as the Australian Centre of the Moving Images, which has just completed a massive renovation and reopened in early 2021. And besides it is the Unported Centre, which is the satellite location of the National Gallery of Victoria, which houses the Australian part of their art collection. Before we head to the main building just a few blocks away, if you like everything you've seen so far, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more exciting videos coming your way. And before you know it, we are already here at the main building of the National Gallery of Victoria, commonly known as the NGV. Founded in 1861, it is a heavyweight art museum as it is Australia's largest, oldest, and the most visited. While the main exhibit is free for everyone to enjoy, there's also paid admission for special exhibitions. But due to its sheer size, the main exhibit is often enough for first-time visitors. History is a big part of Australia's identity, and countless of people have contributed more than you and I could ever imagine. And in the Shrine of Remembrance, just a short distance south of the National Gallery, we get to be educated on how this modern world was built upon, and that is through conflicts and struggles from people in the past. Their sacrifices are eternally being remembered in this shrine. Visitors are more than welcome to enter this sacred place to learn about the contributions and sacrifices many Australians have made for the war around the world during 20th century and beyond, that the peace we enjoy today came at a high cost, and if people take this for granted, then history may repeat itself. But after some awakening, come to the top level of the shrine and enjoy this beautiful view of downtown, and once again being reminded that peace is not a right but a privilege. Coming back to the city centre, we are now heading up to the famous observation deck in Eureka Tower, Melbourne's second tallest building. It was Melbourne's tallest building between 2006 and 2019, but it has been surpassed by the Australia 108 building, which is fully completed in mid-2020. This observation deck occupies the entire level 88th floor of the Eureka Tower, which is just shy of 1,000 feet tall and almost at the highest floor of this building. Nonetheless, it's the highest vantage point for the public in the Southern Hemisphere. So even though there's an admission fee, it is a must-visit attraction when you come visit Melbourne. Saving the best for last, we are now at the South Bank area, across the Yarra River from the Central Business District, and is the city's most transformed region, from mainly an industrial area before the 90s to become an amalgamation of residential and commercial buildings and entertainment venues such as casinos and resorts. It is truly for everyone. This place is always bustling, especially in the evening. Some of the best restaurants and busiest bars in the city are just around the corners. If you're ever concerned with the unofficial early curfew of Australia, then this district is your answer. The city centre of Melbourne alone has so much to offer, and there is so much more surrounding the city, and I was barely scratching the surface. Melbourne has such a good vibe. It is indeed the cultural capital of Australia, giving Sydney a run for its money. Speaking of Sydney, make sure to subscribe to this channel and stay tuned, as we are heading to this legendary city of Australia next.